Hello, Professor Lada, and welcome to the Mount Seeno community.
So for our intro summary, we want to welcome you to Mount Seeno, a community based around bringing people together between each other and their hobbies instead of thrusting people into 40-hour weeks right out of college and high school. What we aim to do is to give those kids more time to find themselves, grow from there. Please enjoy your stay, and if you decide to move here, we welcome you kindly. For characteristics one, because like we broke down characteristics for our community. So characteristics one, we have the education system. The community should always have a strong service of from K-12 to college level, especially schools and trade schools, and enrichment programs and after school programs, child care, and optional things for the youth and to help grow their career in young adult education.
The second characteristic of our community is that we feel that communities should have monthly and weekly gatherings. They give everyone a chance to come together and allow them to catch up and have fun with each other. We feel it makes for a strengthened group and a strong environment for those within the community. The third characteristic of our community is that there should be a safe place that allows its members to express their artistic ability safely. We feel like this space should be home to many disciplines of art, such as art studios, museums, performance spaces, recording studios, dance studios, and multiple art space organizations dedicated to achieving this task.
So characteristic 4 was the community needs to be like walkable. There's like plenty of sidewalks. The sidewalks also have a lot of accessibility points for things like strollers and wheelchairs. And there is a trail that's similar to the Green Line in Memphis that people can walk, run, or bike on.
And for our fifth characteristic, For our fifth characteristic is transportation. For the people that that want to like drive instead of walk, we have the community will be budget friendly and more affordable. For transportation alternative for all ages, such as biking and public transit, creative, quick, well connected, and reliable transit. Situated near employment, housing, and retail centers.
So our sixth characteristic is that we feel the community should have plenty space for growth so that the community stays diverse and accepting of new people all the time. This way, the community doesn't become closed-minded. Instead, opens the minds to the voices of new people. The seventh characteristic of our community is that there should be a worship center not associated with any faith that allows anyone of any background to come together to receive general messages of well-being and good tidings before breaking off into further, more specific religious services. This just gives everybody a chance to come together once again.
The eighth characteristic is that it's community owned. So the entire community owns the area together. They all help take care of it. And this makes housing affordable. And this allows them to decide on special projects together and work on them together.
The ninth characteristic is safety. So the community has a neighborhood watch. So this allows neighbors to communicate with each other if something happens and that they need a report for each other's safety. So this helps instill trust among community members. The 10th characteristic is closeness. The houses are built pretty close together so the neighbors can get to know each other. So this kind of creates a friendly environment since everybody pretty much knows everybody that lives in their neighborhood. So our future steps, we have renewable energy. So the community already has ample solar, water, wind, and geothermal energy supplies, but we would like to build, produce, and install cutting-edge, high-tech renewable energy systems in the future, hopefully.
So there are several organizations within this community, one of which is the community garden. This is just a big patch of land where all the so can you go the slide back? Can you go back a slide? It's sorry. The community garden is just like one big patch of like land where people can plant things like herbs or vegetables, fruits, flowers and stuff. And this kind of also leads into like the community events, because through this you could have a farmer's market as well. The library has things like a summer reading program where you can read like a certain amount of books over the summer and you get prizes. There's lots of volunteer opportunities through the library as well. There is a mall dedicated to anyone looking for like a casual shopping experience ranging from fashion to food court. There's a hobby center, which is like a strip mall related to all kinds of different hobbies ranging from music to computers to craftsmanship. And there's a big focus on community mental health. So there's lots of locations in the community similar to doctors and therapists for everyone to check, to be able to check in and make sure everyone's doing all right. And the governance structure, the two main parts of the structure is the mayor, who is kind of like the top of everything. The mayor will ratify projects that have been voted on by the council and new community rules that have been proposed. The mayor will also oversee the projects, and this position is elected every year. So it doesn't always have to be the same person, but if the community really likes who the mayor is, then they can be reelected. And then the city council is a group of people who kind of lead the monthly meetings so that the community can propose projects. They can discuss issues within the community if there's any like major problems that need to be fixed. And if there's like one area of the community that needs a little more resources than another, they can reallocate that as needed.
So for diversity, our community is located near the Oregon-Washington border, near the coast, under South Bend, near the mountains and the coast there. And the population is pretty diverse. It's mostly Southeast Asian people and small traces of Middle Eastern, like Indian, Vietnamese, Filipino, Japanese, Muslim, Korean, and others. And there is a moderate LGBT population.
And for our closing summary, Seeno offers all types of amenities and features that showcase its uniqueness and willingness to cater the needs of its residents. The most important part of creating a just and equitable community is to make sure that it works and provides the same opportunity for everyone of its community members. This involves incorporating resident feedback into every change that ends up being considered, which ultimately keeps residents in the community while attracting more members as well. And so this is the end of our presentation, and I hope you enjoyed it, Mr. Lata, Professor Lata, and I hope you have a good day as well.